Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is your boy Borges coming at you again with yet another boxing video. Today, I want to kind of dissect and determine the winner of the upcoming Pacquiao Mayweather fight. I am so stoked and excited for this fight, man. I mean, everyone's been waiting for this fight for years, since 2009. Ever since Floyd Mayweather, remember when he went ahead and outclassed Marquez, and then Pacquiao went ahead and completely destroyed Miguel Cotto. I've been waiting for this fucking fight for fucking ever, and now it's here. I'm so stoked. I've been thinking about this fight since it was announced. I've been thinking of who might be the winner in this fight. Been thinking about both guys. I've been watching a lot of footage of both guys. I wanted to get my prediction out there that's, structured and make sure I cover all the points and cut all the avenues before I go ahead and give my final prediction. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give my breakdown on this fight. We got Floyd Mayweather. We know what he brings to the table. He has great defense. He has an awesome right hand. His right hand is his signature punch, to be honest. Great check left hook, but his right hand is the best in the business, in my personal opinion. We got Manny Pacquiao. We all know what he brings. He brings the agility, the movement. He brings the straight left. So it's more of the fight Floyd's right hand versus Manny's left, and that's what's going to be. That's going to be one of the many of the determining factors in this fight. So I know a lot of people got Mayweather winning. More people have Mayweather winning than have Pacquiao winning. That's completely understandable. However, I believe this fight is much closer than what people think and say. And I'm really going to explain why this fight is going to be closer than what people think. That's the main reason for this video. So, the reason why, first thing, is Manny Pacquiao's movement. Again, I'm going to explain more of the points of Pacquiao because we know what Floyd Mayweather brings. Pacquiao's movement, he's moving all around the ring. He's turning you, and he's on his bicycle. A lot of times, a lot of fighters can't keep up with Floyd because of their footwork. Really, if you look at their feet throughout the fight, you really don't look at their feet throughout the fight. You're seeing if the big punches are landing, and you're seeing where they have their hands up. But if you look at the feet of Floyd Mayweather and his opponents, Floyd Mayweather is normally pop shotting his opponents and getting out of the way, right? Or he's pop shotting and rolling to the away from the opponent's power hand. So when Pacquiao's in the ring, Floyd is going to experience something he hasn't experienced before, and I truly mean that. Mayweather fought southpaws, right? We already know that. Mayweather fought Zab Judah. Mayweather fought Robert the Ghost Guerrero. Mayweather's fought Victor Ortiz. The list goes on and on. But I think the footwork is going to throw off Mayweather for Manny Pacquiao. That's going to be problematic because Floyd Mayweather doesn't really turn in his fights. So when he's in his Philly shell defense, he's going straight forward or he's going backward. Many people believe that his feet are not there. I believe that his feet are there, but not as much as they were a few years ago. So Floyd Mayweather, he's going forward, and he's in this Philly shell. Sometimes he shells up, but normally he's going in a straight line. Whereas in contrast, you got Pacquiao, throwing combinations, rolling over combinations, and then consistently turning you. Maybe he'll throw his left and then duck under to his right. So you have a more versatile movement from Manny Pacquiao's end, right? Another thing I would like to mention is the power. The power and the speed. I believe both guys have tremendous power. I believe Pacquiao's power is it's more like a flash, like flash power. It's more that power where if you don't see the punch, it's gonna hurt. But if you see it, probably won't hurt as much. Whereas Floyd Mayweather, it's kind of like the same. I believe both guys have similar powers, to be completely honest with you. I believe their strength is about equal. And I might get shit for that. But if not, Pacquiao just has a little more power by a sliver. But I believe what separates these guys in terms of their KO ratios and all that is Mayweather is like a sniper, right? He's in his Philly shell and he's right hand, check left hook, jab, right hand. He's the most combinations he throws in his fights are like 3 or 4 punch combinations. That's the most he throws in his fights on average. Pacquiao, on the other hand, he's throwing 6 punch combinations and he's constantly moving around the ring. So, and if you really look at it, it's really Manny Pacquiao's speed and his combination punching that kind of, you know, has himself stand out away from Mayweather, where he's throwing pop shots and all that. So, I believe that's going to be a problem as well for Mayweather. I mean, the speed he can Manny Pacquiao can keep up with the speed with the hands as well as the feet. Like I was mentioning earlier, the hands he's going to be able to keep up with Mayweather. Also, and a lot of people didn't mention this in any videos I've seen or any kind of interviews, but one thing people got to know is Mayweather, he's in his Philly shop, right? He's a conventional fighter. Normally, he's ducking to his right? He kind of backs up, and that's another thing I want to point to, is he kind of backs up or he ducks to his right. You very rarely see him duck to his left. Most of the time he's ducking to his right because it's tailor-made for his defense, right? It's the natural movement. So how is that going to be a factor in this fight to play against Mayweather? Well, you got a southpaw like Manny Pacquiao, where his power is his left hand. So if Mayweather's going to duck to his right, that's going to play right into Manny Pacquiao's left. We've seen something similar to that extent when Pacquiao fought Mosley, when Mosley got knocked down for the first time, where Mosley kind of clinched and he ducked to his right, but Manny Pacquiao threw that short left. It was like a left hooker straight, but it surely tagged Shane Mosley. He went down. So Mayweather's got to watch out for that. I think that's going to be the number one Achilles heel to Mayweather in this fight. Is when he's ducking, Pacquiao, it's going into right in Pacquiao's powerhouse, right? And that's where Pacquiao can go ahead and start mixing it up when he has Mayweather in that split second when he's ducking. And I'm sure Freddie Roach notices this as well. Same thing when Mayweather kind of does this, he kind of goes back in his Philly shell. I've seen him do this many times with Juan Manuel Marquez. Pacquiao literally just has to, from a southpaw defense, he literally just has to put his left leg outside and kind of extend his left, right? So on paper, it looks like Mayweather has the advantages in the fight. Well, he does boxing wise, but if you look at it from a different perspective, from Pacquiao's perspective, his advantages are also up there with Mayweather. So it's really a more competitive fight than what people say. Now, talking about these fighters, as far as their mental capacity is concerned, with the pressure going into this fight, we know this is the biggest fight in history of boxing. Very honored to be a part of this. It's like years from now, if it's a great fight, we're going to be telling our kids about this fight, and it's just going to be a phenomenal time in boxing. So the mental state, Mayweather's coming in undefeated. He's beating everyone in his path. Most of his opponents came by easy decisions, knockouts, all that, split decisions. So he's coming in very confident in this fight, right? We got Manny Pacquiao coming in fairly confident, but he did lose a few fights. So in terms of the confidence level, we all gotta agree that Mayweather does have the advantage in that as well. But as far as the pressure is concerned, there's more pressure on Floyd Mayweather, right? And I know Freddie Roach mentioned this before, but I've been having this thought in my mind where, what if both these guys went into the fight and Mayweather has more pressure on him where it might take into effect on his performance in the fight. He's a professional, I doubt it, but that just kind of crossed my mind a few times. Pacquiao's gonna go in there and he's gonna go and try to hurt Mayweather, like hurt. I mean, we're talking about a guy where he's been wanting this fight for years. I mean, it's like think about a fat kid, right? Fat kid that loves cake. He loves cake. He'll dream about cake, right? You keep him away from that cake for years, right? Years, and he has the craving. The craving never goes away. You finally present him with the cake, and he completely destroys it. That's kind of like where I see it's gonna not happen in this fight, but in a sense, how Pacquiao's performance is gonna reflect on his past performances. I believe Pacquiao's performance in this fight is going to be the best performance of his life. Waiting for this fight, the time is here. He's mentioned in the past this is the only fight he wants, and it's Floyd Mayweather. So, final prediction in this fight, given that Pacquiao has less to lose, Mayweather has more to lose as far as that O is concerned. You know what, guys? I'm going to say Mayweather by a split decision, but I will say this. Mayweather will be tagged hard in this fight. You may see Mayweather have marks on his face for the first time in this fight. I say that for one reason and one reason only. Mayweather's defense can only take him so far. Now, when you have Pacquiao throwing on average about 30 to 60 punches around, and the kind of angles he's throwing those punches, one of those punches or quite a few of those punches are bound to slip through your defense. The real question here in the fight, and this is why it's kind of a tricky fight, because like I said, it's more competitive what people say. We know Pacquiao can take Mayweather shots. We all know Pacquiao has a pretty good beard on him. He's fought the likes of Margarito, Cotto, Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya. He naturally fought bigger guys. Not to say Mayweather hasn't fought bigger guys, but we've seen Pacquiao's chin be tested. Like Marquez. Marquez knocked him out. We've seen how many punches Pacquiao can take. But we have yet to see Mayweather's chin tested to the limit. The last time we seen him get rocked was against Sugar Shane Mosley. One punch rocked him. If a punch like that lands from Manny Pacquiao, he will finish him. And I will say it again, he will finish him. He will finish him, and it will be over. Now, most people say they give Pacquiao the first 6 rounds, and then after that, Mayweather might take... No, I think this fight is going to be completely different than what people say. I believe this fight is going to have you at the edge of your seat throughout the whole fight. I don't think it's going to be a snooze fest for either guy. I think it's going to go back and forth throughout all the rounds, because both of these fighters, their competitive nature are sky high. I mean, Pacquiao, we see him in the ring, and, guys are hitting him, and, he comes back and he tries to steal the round from you. His competitive... And then Mayweather, on the other hand, that's a total different level of competitiveness. It's remarkable. I just can't wait to see this fight. I'm so excited to see this fight. But I will say we haven't seen Mayweather tested. The last time we seen him tested as far as, a true grudge match was against Miguel Cotto. And we all seen what happened there. Miguel Cotto did give him a run for his money. So I do believe Mayweather will get tagged in this fight. Will Mayweather get hurt? I believe, yes, Mayweather will get hurt in this fight. I truly believe this fight is going to be one of those fights where Mayweather really, really has to be careful. Because when you have a fat kid trying to crave for that cake for years, and he finally has that cake right in front of him, and he's been thinking about how he's going to eat this cake, how he's going to slice this cake for years. I wouldn't want to be the guy on the other side of that. I wouldn't want to be the cake on that side of the bargain. This is your boy Borges, again, with another video. I got Mayweather by split decision. However, I believe he gets a split decision just because he's in Las Vegas. I believe people are going to think Pacquiao will win the fight. I believe it's going all 12 rounds. These guys are both elite. I don't see these guys being knocked out by one or the other. So, Mayweather, split decision, and it's going to be controversy, and that's going to go ahead and lead into a rematch clause, my opinion. Makes perfect sense. Business sense, makes more money. Why not? All right, guys, take care. I'm out of here. Peace out.